more than you're talking about your vision, then you're in inertia. Energy goes into those lower frequencies, doubt, worry, fear, and now you're in that dynamic. But if you start talking about possibility, even if you don't know how to get there, then your energy starts to go up. What if? You ask a what if question. What if all my needs were met? What would I be doing in my life? What if everything is really working together for my good? What if all the bad things that have happened in my life are leading me to activating some great potential in my experience? What if God really is on my side? Ask a what if question, and you start to notice little tiny miracles happening in your life. Things start to manifest. You don't know how
Hello, I'm B-Trey. This is the B-Trey podcast where we have conversations about life and the things that go on in life. It's going to be an interesting show. Oh, I'm back. I'm on there.
Yeah, you on now. I see you now.
I'm making it happen. But yeah, today's conversation is about friends and foes. Over the last few years, there have been people who've gone on vacation and either they've been unalive or they've been put in bad situations. You even had people hanging out with their friends here in Chicago at a hotel party and they were found unalived in a freezer. So the conversation today is about what is a friend? What is a friend's responsibility? When should you go on vacation with these friends and
Right.
things of that nature? So it's going to be an interesting conversation. Hopefully, you guys will participate, like, comment, share, tell a friend to tap in. And it's going to be I believe it's going to be one of our better shows because we find ourselves in situations that we never thought we would be a part of. And if you want to continue to support, go to www.theendofthebench.com. That's where you can get all our content. You can get all my content. We'll make a collaborations. And at the end of the show, we'll show you our number one sponsor, and then you'll be able to support them. Hit like, hit share, tell a friend to tap in. This is the B-Trey podcast, friend or foe. You brought this to my attention. One of your videos went viral in regards to this. So you start off the show with what's going on, and then I just follow your lead.
Okay. I often say we just heard of a situation where two friends went to Jamaica and then there was a disaster there and the lady left her there to go be with her kids. And then it's a couple situations where people are going to parties and events and stuff like that. And then people are being unalive or being lost or being left. I just don't understand the narrative, the new narrative of friends. Like, are we just meeting these people today and we're calling them our friends? Or is this a coworker and you found the trip for $49? You're like, oh, I'll go with you. And you was like, okay, go. And then these people are putting you in situations where do or die. And now you're just sitting there with egg on your face because not a friend of mine, me and we going on the trip and I'm leaving you anywhere. I get we got kids, we got this, we got that. We came here together, we leaving here together. I'm not even letting you leave a party drunk with no ninja you just met because we came here together, we leave here together. I've been to parties before and it was like a girl's like, oh, I'm finna go home with him. I'm like, do you know him? She like, no. Okay, well then I'm gonna drop you off at your house. Now, if he wants to meet us there and pick you up from there, then that's between y'all two. But I'm doing my job because you came with me. You're gonna leave with me. What else happens after that? That's between grown folks. But I'm not doing it. It's like I don't understand what this friendship is. We don't got friends no more, or these frenemies. Is what they call them, frenemies.
That's what, that's a great question. And that used to be the rule. Hey man, what's up? Like it's different for a man. When your homeboy meet a girl, there's a very good chance she ain't gonna be able to overpower him. She, back when we were going out, and when nobody, very few people were getting set up, and we ain't have enough money to get set up. Let's just be honest. People that had a bread to get set up, so we weren't worried about that.
Right.
So it's a man-woman dynamic. A man living with a woman, or a man taking a woman, you are less likely to be alarmed. But like you said, when we out of the country, if we out of Cook County, that's where we live. We out of the state of Illinois because you have some people in South Carolina, you have some people in Mexico, you have some, now the latest one is in Jamaica, and you got people leaving. You got people allowing their friends to wander off, being inebriated and wander off.
Yes.
And you have to wonder, is this your friend? How do you determine who is your friend? What are the boundaries? How long should you know somebody? This is the thing that scares me beyond belief, because you are allowing people to identify themselves as a friend, and you are leaving the comforts of your city, your neighborhood, your city, your county, your state, and even the country,
Your comfort zone.
your comfort zone, where you know it's, even if it takes 10 hours, somebody can get to me. Even if it take 2 hours, somebody can get to me. If it takes 45 minutes, somebody can get to me. You can't just drive to Jamaica or Mexico. So what basically, here's the first question. How long should you wait before you go on vacation with some of these people? How long should you know them before you go on vacation with these people?
I think you gotta at least know them at least a year. You gotta know the ins and outs, have arguments, or do something. I ain't saying that you can't have a friend that you met today and be the best friend of your life. I'm not saying that. We're talking about going out of town, going places that's passport that you may not be able to come back from, disasters. I don't know if I want to share a room, a flight with somebody I barely know. Just because we work together does not mean that we're like coexisting, that we're compatible on a trip somewhere, because that's a different you when you out of town. Out of town, you in your state, you are two different people. I don't know if that's what we want to do when we go out of town. How do we know when I go out of town with this person, they ain't the turned up queen, they leaving with ninjas every other Tuesday, put me in predicaments or situations that I would normally be at home, and or leaving me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I definitely say about a year, maybe a good year. I think a year you probably could be a good judge of character.
But the thing is, the funny thing is, you hear this a lot when you are like, when you hear podcasts like this one, and you see people talking, and you go, is that the representative you, or is that who you are? Will you, because you don't know who passport this person is until you get there. That's the sad part. I don't know who you are in Will County, the county so from Cook County. I definitely don't know who you are in Milwaukee. And like you said, you go somewhere with these people, and then it's turn up time, and all this foolishness. And now, you know what? What if they leave with somebody and they end up safe, and you get attacked?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
exactly.
it's like
it has happened.
It's hell out here, man.
It has happened. The one lady just went viral. She was at a club. She said she wasn't feeling it, so she decided to go to the hotel back by herself. Left her friends at the club when we all should be as one band, one sound. But she ended up leaving, going back to her hotel room, and someone tried to kidnap her from her hotel room. And everybody woke up the next day like, "Oh, we don't know what she's talking about. Nothing's happening here. No one knew nothing. Ain't no cameras, no nothing. They just was like, no, nothing's happening here." It's, lady, you in, I don't know where she was at, but like she went to her hotel room. I'm not going to my hotel room alone. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm scared of being accosted. I'm 80 pounds wet. Somebody might get me. I don't understand how people feel so comfortable and so safe leaving their friends. You left them, and you could be kidnapped and sex trafficked in a whole other state. And then now they don't even know what's going. They were like, "Oh, she went to the hotel, she went back." But that lady was damn kidnapped. That man took her somewhere and tried to kidnap her, and luckily she got away. And they can't even call the police. They scared to call the police. They just got on the plane and left. No, you could have lost your life or been somewhere else.
And that's the biggest thing, you know. How long should you know someone? And are there rules set up? Are there rules and regulations that should be set up? Are there boundaries that are created? Are you having the hard conversations
with
the
these
thing is, we as a society, we so comfortable in America, or we're so comfortable. Yeah, America makes, even though you see the violence on TV, you see the ICE, you see all this stuff, you still have this fake sense of comfort that nothing's gonna happen to you. So at what point do ladies, especially, men get trafficked too, but especially like you say, you like 5'3",
right,
like 140 pounds,
130
pounds. And I grab you up and throw you. Even look at work the other day, just to show you the difference in a man and a woman. At work the other day, I had to put this homeless guy out, and I didn't realize he was trying to punk me until it was over. Because I'm on the phone with Steve, and I'm like, "Hey, my man, you gotta go." and he started walking to me aggressively. And when he realized that I wasn't really like, hey man,
right.
And then he turned around, and then when I walked, when he left, I said, "Steve, my man just tried to punk me." I was like, it didn't register. But when your size and somebody start walking towards you fast, you like, whoa.
Right. Thank you.
Like,
Like, what are we doing here?
It never. I'm talking about. I was back at my desk by the time I realized. Oh, I was supposed to be scared. My bad.
Right.
Sorry, Murphy. I didn't know. I didn't know I was supposed to be scared. You know, I didn't know you were supposed. You know, I ain't got my glasses, so
it says. She says, if you are by yourself, make sure you have your phone on and your location activated, and mace, pepper spray, and protection. Exactly, because me and all my friends, we share locations, so everybody knows where everyone is at. And sometimes you want to have mace on you in some places you can't take it with you, but you should always have something that can protect you with. If it's on your keychain or something, or your keys in your hand. You know what I used to tell you, put your keys up like this so you can jab somebody with it or something. Like, you gotta always have something, and make sure you watching your peripherals. I gotta watch around me, side, like at all times, especially if you're a woman by yourself. You gotta make sure. Walk into your car. I don't care if it's in a parking lot or anywhere. They putting stuff on people's cars and they watching you.
Yeah, she said I'm a blind bat. It's true indeed. Hey, wait till you get to be 55. You ain't gonna be able to see. I gotta go get me some glasses. I gotta stop. They only $85 for 2 pair now. I gotta go and stop playing.
I seen Zillow got something to go over there.
Oh yeah. No, but America's Best, they got them for. Then I could get my thing and then go to Zillow, give me a couple pair of them.
Yes.
And I got 4 pair. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know, this whole going out of town thing. That's what brought this whole conversation about. You know what, I think you've been a little lax. I don't think I think you need to wait. I think you need to know somebody about 4 or 5 years before you leave.
And go out of town. Okay.
Now, if you know what, if you go beyond 90 miles, you can go out to Lake Geneva, which is about 55, 60 miles away. It's a nice resort area here in the Midwest. I ain't gonna say Chicago, in Wisconsin. That's 50 miles away. Somebody get to you in 45 minutes to an hour. Milwaukee, maybe Detroit, Indianapolis, St. Louis, maybe, 4 hours away. It ain't gonna be hell getting to you. But when you talking about Atlanta, South Carolina, New York, California, Texas, hell no. I think you need to know somebody 4 or 5 years at least, because I think you should give somebody enough. 4 or 5 years gives you enough time to act the ass in front of
people. Yes.
Yeah. See how you act, because we need to be in some chaotic situations. I know it's tough when you're in a romantic situation. 4 or 5 years not leaving town, but at least in a romantic situation, you're with that person every day. Work friends, new homies, especially sisters out here. I ain't going across the street with you too quick. I would trust a boyfriend, if being a man and a father of a young lady. I would trust a boyfriend before I trust a work friend. And you let me know what you think about this. Reason being, you with that boyfriend 3-4 days a week. He's been in y'all been in some situations to whereas either he done stood tall or folded. He has probably had to potentially protect you. Y'all been out at events, so you know how you can watch him. He might be a scary berry, so we ain't going too far with you.
Right.
Or either that, he gonna let you know, run, whatever.
Right.
Work people, they might be at home high as a kite. They just might be anybody because they showing you they trying to maintain a way of living.
Yeah, and they might not. They might be, and then and then my point is with work friends too, because you read that right too, because they may have secret hatred to you. Remember the one girl that went out of town, paid for the whole trip. They plotted to fight her in a whole nother country, and she was unalived out there, and they left her and took her money. Like, they got the money back for the Airbnbs. Everything went back to them because they were on the trip, but she paid for it all. her mama didn't have a body to bring back. They left that lady there. Like, y'all beat the lady up, then end up unaliving her, and then y'all left on the next flight home. Like, y'all didn't even stay to see what was going on. I know y'all know what happened, but I'm just saying, like, y'all was just out of there. Like, okay, they ain't arrest us here, so let me go back home. Like, you don't know if people got secret animosity against you or none of that. None of that. Yeah, you definitely got to do small trips before going out of town, especially out of the country. I am not. Passport are we serious right now? Oh, no.
And you see sisters all the time. You ain't got your passport. You can't date me. Okay, you better watch out. You go out of town with Susie Q or Fred, and hey, it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday is the next song your mama.
I know, and then and some of your friends, your A1s and day1s, might be having secret animosity too. So it's like a catch-22 with everything that you do. I swear for the Lord. But I know that none of my friends will leave me anywhere and be like, "Oh, baby, I got to get home to my kids." We all got kids. My kids, your nieces and nephews too, ain't it? Exactly. You think I got to get back to those kids too? I ain't saying I want you to be in danger, but I'm saying, what do you think's going to happen to me by me being here by myself? You don't think my anxiety finna go through the roof as you leaving me here by myself? We going home hook or crook. Like, we got to figure it out. I don't care if we got to borrow $20 from each one of our friends or go live and say cash out us until we get home. I don't know how much money the lady had, but they was like, the tickets is $500. One girl had it, the other girl didn't have it. Okay, how much of the $500 do you have? And let's see how we can get the rest of it. If you don't got none, we got to start from scratch. We're gonna figure it out. Is it a 2-for-1? Can we get a special? Nothing.
You better ball your ass up and get in this suitcase or something.
That's what I said. I fold me up, put me in a suitcase. Can we rent a car and drive home and figure it out? I don't know. Do we got to go on Backpage and figure out how much? You can do something strange. Do something strange for a change. Go do, but I'm trying to figure out.
OnlyFans or something. Yeah, man. I mean,
what happens out of town, gonna stay out of town. They ain't gotta know what happened for me to get home. We made it home together.
Hey, you know what? Call me every hoe you can find, but you ain't gonna call me dead. That's all. Man, you ain't gonna call me a memory.
None of that. Ain't no way, baby. Ain't no way. Them people is like, she had to get home to her kids. We all do. We all do. I'm not leaving my friend there. I'm sorry. And then the people that go out of town with you want to fight you and have secret animosity. Why don't you, like, is there not some red flags before you take 5 or 6 people out of town and be like, all of them don't like me? And then he's like, oh, you don't? This is when you listen to your mama. Them ain't your friends.
Them ain't your friends, yeah. And you know what?
Ain't your friends.
Ironically, our parents, you know what? My mother rarely dipped into my personal life. You know, it's only one person in my life that my mother told me, she was right. She was right. One person. She was right. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, like, my mother will let you, she ain't gonna let you drown, but she'll let you in the water. And then she'd be like, yeah, I told you, don't mess with that. But, and that's the thing, man. This ties into some of the stuff that we've been talking about all the other weeks. We need to be talking to our elders and making sure, bring these people around people. Because I remember having rose-colored glasses on for a homeboy. And I watched him get over on people. And I lied to myself. He'll never do that to me. And you need to realize, if your friends are shysters, you are going to get it next.
Yeah.
You're in line.
And you probably already getting it and just ain't paying no attention. You brushing it off. You brushing it off. And then you got to do that because, like you said, they got to meet your elders. Is this person that you're going out of town with worthy enough for meeting your people? Because you going out of town with people that Big Mama ain't met, your mama ain't met, your daddy ain't met. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Probably don't even know your mama or your daddy first name. Something happened to you. Who do they call? They got to go through your phone to figure out who to contact.
Man.
Like, I ain't nowhere in the world. My people going to know all about me. So that way, if something happened, baby, you know my kids, you know my mama, my daddy, my grandma. You know what's important to me and who to contact. These people probably don't know. No, I don't know. The mama calling around trying to figure out who got her baby. We don't know what happened.
Right. And think about it. That's what happened to the one in Mexico. Young lady mama looking for who she see. We have to. I don't know when black people start getting so comfortable in the world. I mean, look, it's what I'm about to say is gonna sound horrible. And I mean it in the best possible way. And I don't want it to happen, but it might be better. When, back in the day, you saw a couple of Tyrons and Leroys hanging from trees.
Yeah, they did.
So you knew how messed up the world was. Like, man, the world crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Leroy, they hung Leroy.
Mm-hmm. And then you got to make sure everybody got to be on like they head on a swivel. I get that, but sometimes people have blind moments. Like, say I'm with you, you my man. Me and my man could be going somewhere, and he sees some shady individuals. I might not catch the shady individuals. You can't get upset at your woman for not catching it because she might have had a blind moment at that point. I get we both supposed to be on security, we both should be on S, we both should be listening around. But sometimes if I didn't catch it, you caught it. Good. Let's go ahead and move around. You know what I'm saying? Both of us might not be on sync every time, and that should not be a default. I don't want to be somewhere and be on go mode all the time. Sometimes when you're in the presence of your man or your significant other, as women, we do tend to go into your feminine energy or may just fall into blind mode because I know this nigga got my back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I get that we all should be on the lookout, the swivel, whatever. We need to be checking our surroundings. I get all of that. But sometimes you just in the moment with your man. You know what I'm saying? You was like, oh, okay. Da-da-da. But he peeped something that I didn't peep. So that means, okay, cool. We want to leave. Ain't no combativeness. Like, no, we should stay there. Okay, babe, you say we finna leave. Let's leave. We ain't got to go nowhere else. Okay, cool. I don't even know what's going on, but you said you feeling uncomfortable. You feeling the kind of way we finna leave. Now, I asked you the first time, like, okay, we finna go somewhere else. Nah, I'm finna just get from over here. Okay, cool. Let's remove ourselves. But we not finna harp on, oh, why you didn't figure it out? Baby, you figured it out and we left expeditiously. So that's the end of the conversation. You should have been. What are we doing? Why are we here? Baby, we together. You won. You had my back. I got your back under certain instances. You know what I'm saying? The world is not set up for us to succeed or trust. You're right. Because people have no morals or they don't have any of those values. Values that people used to instill in us when we was young. Because back in the days, if you got in trouble, the whole block knew. And they were able to discipline you. Now it's like if your mama tells you, oh, she shouldn't be saying this and da-da-da. Now and you combative with everything. Your mama, anybody else that say something to you, you be damned that Uncle Leroy come over there and try to check you, which you should be checked. Now it's like, he in my face and now I gotta da-da-da. No, because back in the days we had to honor everybody, whether they were right or wrong, we had to honor everybody that was an elder, period, point blank. Even with the gang members, they had to honor this. Wasn't none of that. You knew who to talk back to, who not to talk back to. You better whisper that shit under your breath and walk away. Now kids ain't even whispering under their breath no more. Thank you. Now they trying to kill their parents. Like, baby, you know how many times you probably slammed the door and whispered under their breath? Now it's not like that. They have no respect and they have no values now. I don't even know how we supposed to get back to that without having a confrontation, because there's a lot of parents that are having physical fights with their children, trying to get them on the right path. And a lot of people are like, well, we got to do this, baby. Half of them parents are scared of these children.
You know what's funny? You mentioned closing your door because there wasn't no slamming. Close your door. My mother heard me whisper under my breath when I was like 11. She brought it up when I was 40.
Yes.
She said something to me. And I went in my room. I thought I said it under my breath. And I said, you know everything. Write a book, save the world. She brought it up when I was 40. She's like, I said, what you doing? She said, I'm writing that book. I was like, what book? She said, I'm saving the world like you told me back when you lived. You heard that? She said, yeah, if you wasn't funny, I'd have killed you.
Right.
Funny enough.
I would have drop kicked you back over there.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't know. But like you said, man, that goes back to the community aspect that you talked about. When you know everybody, when you like I knew Tootsie, I knew Tracy, I knew Benita, I knew her sister. You know, we knew the whole what's her name? She married to Knowles, your other cousin.
Bernita.
I knew Nita. I knew everybody. We knew each other. We knew each other's mom. I remember Rob Jones, rest in peace, was one of the first cats I knew who smoked. But when people mama came by, he put the cigarette behind his leg like they didn't smell the smoke. But hey, back. We knew the mama, we knew BT, we knew everybody in that community. So it wasn't, I believe that's what creates a world of safety. Because
Right.
when you know somebody, like Poe said, the world ain't set up for success anymore or trust. But when you know somebody, it's been times we me and the crew that I used to run with, me and Tran and Drac and all us, we didn't go to a party together, but we all knew we at the party together. And there was some people in the neighborhood that I really didn't like. But they didn't like me. But once we got downtown to the Bismarck, we was from Cedric Street.
Exactly. Unity. Because
Like,
there's been plenty of places that we done been somewhere. Yeah, it's been plenty of places we've been somewhere. If it go down, it all go down there. We can back be disliking each other tomorrow, but today is the day we're gonna be here together.
We leaving here together. Like people been walked up next. Like, I remember one time Cat was way bigger than me. One of the homies just stood next to me. I looked over. I don't even like this cat, but I like you a little more now. Let's go. And then we all left. We dapped it up and left. To this day, has never said another word to that guy. And that's the way it used to be. Like, hey man, you are from Cedric Street. You are from the Gardens. You from the Greens. You're not gonna get whooped in here, man. We got to get home.
You're not gonna get jumped. We all leaving together, right?
Yeah, and people just, man, I don't understand it. How could you leave the country with a human being like the young lady? There was two young ladies and a young man. Not saying that women are petty. I'm not trying to throw shade at a woman, but it's like, dude, you a man, dog. You let somebody get jumped. Like, hold. You went on a trip with 3 women, knowing 2 of those women were gonna jump the
other one, and then you didn't break it up. You filming it. Like, what are we doing? And they lady paid you. Then I'm her friend. You couldn't have been her friend because my friend could have never got jumped on. Now I ain't saying you gotta be beating girls up, but you didn't try to break it up, or you didn't give your friend a heads up. Like, don't take these 2 people. They're talking about fighting you when you get there.
It was funny or cute or ha.
Y'all thought y'all was gonna go viral, and then it baby end up dead. But my point, unalive. She ended up unalive. But my point is, what did y'all think was gonna happen on the ride home? Like, did y'all think past go? What did y'all think was gonna happen? She gonna let y'all beat up, and she's still gonna pay for y'all trip to get home? What? Y'all gonna have to beat me back up in the city.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If I hated you, and I was petty enough to go on a trip with you, if you paid, I might go. Nah, we might not have to beat this.
We ain't gonna have to fight it because I'm finna use her for all her money while we
on the next trip.
I'm buying drinks for everybody. We need outfits matching. I'll be like, we need outfits matching. We need this. We need that. Girl, please. It's on her. Take it. It's on her. Get back home. Probably don't say nothing to her.
Like in White Chicks, drunken white women for everybody.
Exactly. Like, what are we doing here?
I don't get that. Like, hold up. You left. Not only did you leave the city, the county, the state, you left the country to jump. You couldn't whoop on Cedric. You couldn't whoop on Hudson, Evergreen.
Came to the trip. You couldn't. Right, you waited to New Mexico to figure this out. I want to fight over here, so ain't nowhere other places you seen this lady because she had to buy the tickets. Y'all had to go shopping. There is no place ever you could have did before we took this passport trip all the way over here. Boy, please.
Like, why you didn't whoop when y'all got back? Like, we had a ball. Thanks for the trip, sucker. But like, I don't know. Maybe she got some superpowers in South Carolina.
Well, she got some friends.
Yeah, she got some friends that'll beat you to sleep. I don't know, but it's just like, and then like this recent one in Jamaica. How do you sleep at night now?
Right? How did you get on a plane and went to bed knowing your friend was still there? I ain't saying we gotta die together, but I don't know what I'm saying. But we gonna survive together. Like, what? You left her and was like, I gotta get home to my kids. She told me to leave. She ain't told you to leave. And if she did tell you, you should be like, nah, friend, we're gonna figure out how to get.
No, man, we ain't leaving.
We're gonna get 2 tickets for $800 instead of 2 for $1,000. It's got to be a way to get some freaking fly miles. If I had to go to the airport and we try to figure out, ain't no bereavement, ain't no discounted tickets for the people that's that's in the turmoil that we don't stay here.
And I and again, this is speaking purely from ignorance. I bet you the airport was like, the airliner would have been like, hey man, we finna die. Can y'all let us get 2 for $250? Can you let us sit with the luggage or something?
Something. Can this be my emotional support animal? It's something you could have did.
Yeah, it's something. She said leave because I got kids. So she don't have no kids?
Yeah, no. She ain't say no, Lee. You trying to make she say she ain't say that because the lady ain't came out. Yeah, she probably ain't even talking to you no more. She
Right.
probably ain't talking to you no more. We couldn't drive. We couldn't do nothing. There's nowhere y'all could have borrowed some money from somewhere.
Y'all don't know 5 people with $100.
$100. 10
Y'all
was
don't know 10 people with $50.
like nobody nowhere. We can't put my cash up on the screen. Please send this so we can get her home and she'll pay y'all back when she get there or something. Or just to help me out, period. And I ain't gotta pay you back. I don't know. Nobody.
Nobody. Y'all mean to tell me y'all the only 2 people in the world that y'all know? In the whole world, y'all couldn't think of nobody? It wasn't that dude who you promised to get some coochie to in
Right.
1987?
Right. Thank you. And then so it y'all had a return ticket and it went 500 plus the return ticket because you had to have a return ticket. That's what I didn't get. We got a round trip ticket to Jamaica, right? They can't change the price of the ticket once it's already paid, can they?
No, I mean, but they can, because you can say I want to downgrade and get something else, and then you can call somebody mama and say, "Hey, we about to die."
Right. It just seems like y'all didn't have y'all return ticket. So now when you went to go book the return ticket, now it's $500. Why didn't we get the round trip when we was there? I just don't see them saying y'all got a ticket, but we added $500 onto the ticket now. Same flight that y'all been had. 500 extra plus what y'all paid already. Oh, okay. We need to leave
Okay.
early.
Well, how about this? How about this? It's $500 to get back to what was they at? South Carolina, North Carolina, wherever. How much is it to get to Miami?
Yeah, get me out of here.
Can you take me over to Puerto Rico? Somewhere.
In the hotel, y'all was leaving the hotel early because it was a disaster. So they didn't refund y'all none of the money that y'all paid because y'all was leaving early. So nobody got nothing back.
Yeah, this is a joke. And thanks for tapping in, Poe. Poe say she's listening, but she's on the road. Thank you for always tapping in. Thank you for the support. If you're listening in the background, please, if you're listening today or later, please hit like, hit share, tell a friend. Leave a comment in the comment section about what you think about this. How do people leave people? How do people plot against you? And who should you what is you know what how should you determine a friend?
Yeah.
How do you say this is my friend? What makes a person your friend? And the second question, what makes a person your friend? And what are the obligations of a friend? You can have it.
What makes per I think once you go through something with your friend, like y'all gotta go through something and been through something. Y'all do have to get into arguments. Y'all gotta put yourself in situations to see how y'all handle those situations. Because me and my friends argue all day long, but we still friends at the end of the day. Like whatever it is, hook or crip, we ain't never had no fights, no physical fights. But we argue all the time. And then 2 seconds later, it's gonna be, girl, let's go here, let's do this. You gotta go through something to get through something to know that they got your back always. You
Yeah.
got to know that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Just a few lunches, a few dinners, the good times. Everybody can be there for the parade. Are you there when it's raining? What did you do the day it rained? And that would determine who your friend is. Because, you know what? You can even see. I think a lot of people don't pay attention to what people say around them or to them. And what I mean by that is this: I had a friend once, and we were talking about this one back when the lotto wasn't $1 billion, but it was like 250 million. When 250 million was an insane amount of money.
Right.
And that person we was keying, and when they asked me what would I do, I mentally included them in my $250 million. And when they was talking, they didn't include me. I was like, So, but they still, to this day, they'll just tell you that they're my friend. To
right.
this, I
wasn't in a I didn't get the 10%, the 5%. I ain't saying I had to equal shit, but I didn't get nothing.
They didn't even say they was gonna give me a car. Not that they owed me anything, but damn, man, 250 at the time, $250 million. Hell, today, $250 million. You can't get me a new ride. You can't give me $30K. And I was just like, let me know. I know of another person. We were talking about being sick as a mate, and that person said, if you get sick, I ain't finna help no dude. I was like, and I should have ended it then, but it ended later. But I should have ended it then. But of course, you young, you ain't thinking about getting sick.
Right.
But that was a red flag then. I believe, even though this is going like contrary to what I just said, if you are truly listening with the intent to understand and listening, what do they call active listening? That's what they call it. If you're actively listening, I really think it can only take 24 hours to understand who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But when you got those rose-colored glasses on, you
Mhm.
tend not to just accept that person for who they are. But I personally believe if you are with somebody regularly or communicating with them regularly, 24 hours, not one day, hour here, 15, 20 minutes there, 30 minutes here, lunchtime here, that
Right.
add those up to 24 hours, that person gonna tell you who they are. Now,
Yeah.
you actively listening is the key. Most people are not actively listening.
They blowing stuff off because I'm only with you for the little 30 minutes. So, technically we ain't went through nothing to talk about nothing. We probably just talking about work, talking about what's on TV. So we ain't got no real communication going on. Some of these people not even talking to people outside the workplace on phones or nothing. They probably ain't got your phone number, but you went on the trip with these people. Like
Mhm.
I don't get that. She said she's going on a trip, and I was like, yeah, girl, when you get some cheap tickets, let me go with you. No,
Mhm.
no.
I don't
Or
know.
if it was your friend that you've been knowing for over 5 or 6 years and they left you, that lady has some secret animosity against you, and she was never
Mhm.
your real friend. Because not
Exactly.
one of my friends, I don't care if we into it today, we could have got into it on the trip. I'm still not leaving you, and you're not leaving me.
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
don't get it. The baby booked her trip and got on the flight.
Yeah, you ain't just leave. You ain't go to the next town. You ain't go home. You got on a plane,
Yes.
landed, got to the crib. It's
Yes.
what about my kids? Yeah, we all have children. We all have people who care for us. Well, most of us have people who care for us. Most of
Mhm.
us have children. Most of us have parents. Almost like me. I'm orphaned. Feel sorry for me. No, I'm just playing. But I don't have parents, but I have children. I have relatives. I have siblings. How do you look my significant other, my sister, brother, my aunt, uncle, cousin in the face? Hey man, we had to leave B. My daughter got us a recital Monday. I ain't want to miss it. What?
I
Okay,
gotta
you're right.
be here. What did
You're
I
right.
do?
You're right. You are right. And but I don't get it, man. People like, where's the regard for the humanity of it all? Like, what happened to? But then again, I was going to say, what happened to brothers and sisters calling my brother my sister? But think about it. People don't say, "What's up, brother?" no more. What's up,
Right.
sister? No more.
What's up now? Now it's all a fake. What's up, Queen? What's up, King? Baby.
Make me a sibling.
I don't
Make
think none of that is grand rising. Majority of that is not like sincere. Like I swear for I think it's a fade, a faz, or something like that. I'm not saying everyone is not sincere. What I'm saying is you got a few people that's just using it because now it's politically correct or they feel like they enlightened now. Okay, what's up, Queen? What's up? No, 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 no. What's up, bro? What's up, sis? Hey, cuz.
mm-hmm.
All of that. Them genuine people. Because if I'm calling you a member of my family, then you know I got some type of love for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to we black power now. No, 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 no.
No, no,
If
no.
I'm stranded somewhere, can you come get me? Are you gonna get me out of the situation that I'm in? Or if you see me getting jumped on, are you gonna videotape it, king, queen? Or are you gonna
Right.
try to break it up like, nah, y'all not gonna be able to do this today?
Yeah, this ain't happening.
Right.
And that's what people miss out on. People are not paying attention to these things. People just acting a fool and just going along to get along. And that's why they ended up in the situations they in. Like what you just said. Aunt brother, Mark, super cool, man. He like a big brother to me. And
Mm-hmm.
it ain't just big brother to talk. First time I met his son, you know what he said? This your Uncle B.
See?
I was like, to me, that puts upon a responsibility.
Right.
My man Ivan, we used to all kick it at the barber shop. It was like you know how like in the movie barber shop, it was like the Black Man's Country Club. My old barber shop was that. It was that. You had like around Christmas every year, Coach Jimmy Williams would bring like 50 wings and Hennessy to the barber shop. and we sitting around joking. And the reason I know we created bonds, my man Ivan, we all exchanged phone numbers. One day, BJ was on 95th Street. We at this time we was living on Maypole, which is 97 blocks away. It's 97 blocks away. And BJ was dating this girl who his mother used to drop. Her mother would drop BJ off at 95th Street, and I would meet, or his mother would meet them there. And I told her, you can leave him. I'm only an exit away. So he went into the McDonald's. As BJ's going into the McDonald's, Ivan drives past. He does a U-turn on 95th Street, going to McDonald's, grabs BJ and called me. Hey, do you know your son on 95th Street? I'm coming up the ramp now. He said, all right. And stood there till we pulled up. That's a friend. And
Right.
I wouldn't even consider Ivan a friend up at that point.
Right.
He was just a homie from the And that's what we need to get back to. That's who you can go out of town with. Somebody who's in the mid, because it was dark. It was like 6 o'clock. It was in the wintertime. It's 6 o'clock. It's night. And he see my son at night at a place that he don't think he should be. Stop, U-turn, pulled into the thing, and stood there with him until I drove up. Those are the type of people you need to be taking trips with, not people who just, like you said, found a discount. Oh man, it was $50 and
right. So we gonna go together. I know, and I was like that too from Cedric or whatever. My son go back on the block. He don't be with me. People don't see him that much, but I post him every once in a while so you can see his face. And he was over there one day with him and his little group of friends from Lincoln Park or whatever. And there was a group of guys just staring at them trying to figure out where they from. Now imagine my head, I'm from over there, so he from over there. You know what I'm saying? So I know he can go over there whenever he wants to. They was looking at him, come to find out. My friend Terrence went up to him and just spoke, dapped him up, whatever, and walked away. And then called me or texted me and was like, is your son on Cedric? I'm like, yeah. He was like, I just went over there and dapped him up, And he was like, because I'm trying to let the people know that stand. I'm like, yeah, we know him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say, I know you, Jalen. He walked up, was like, what's up, Jay? And walked on off. But he said, I wanted to make sure those people that were staring at him knew that this man is from over here too, or that he's, he's a friend, not a foe. And I said, I appreciate that, because that could have went left, because he's standing over there not knowing nobody, because my baby don't know all of the people that I know. So you just over there just chilling, and you just, I'm from Cedric. No. It's a new sheriff in towns over there. Them YNs don't know who from what, and don't know their literature. That they don't know their lineage.
Yeah,
so I appreciate him doing that. My son even texted me. He was like, some man just walked up to me and was like, hey, how you doing, Jay? Do my name? I said, yeah, that's my friend. Somebody, he was just there. I said, he did that. You didn't understand why he did that. You sitting up there talking why he did. I said, but he know exactly why he walked over there and did it. And I appreciate him doing that for you. Imagine we probably ain't had 2 words to say to each other before, this incident. But out the blue, he was like, I know that's Tree son. So let me go on over there and let them know. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't seen the man in years. I was like, and I appreciate you, because me and you, we know what they was on. They over there just ain't checking their surroundings. They ain't
they just living.
Just parlaying, and it's niggas in the cut with snipers on, looking like, who is these niggas? What's going on here? Yeah, it's wolves. I'm trying to rob you or something. You don't know.
Hey, especially over there. You on Hudson? It's going because you shielded from the police on Hudson.
And kids don't understand that. I say, baby, that ain't what it used to be over there. So, but you want them to learn the hard way, but you don't want them to learn the hard way. Like, baby, I don't want that to happen to you, but just don't go over there hanging out. You got to be seen with some people that's from over there a couple times so they get to know your face or something. You can't just be popping up. Oh, we used to stay over here in the 90s. No.
No. Hey, Bud just went through that. He's waiting on his daughter to come out of Manir. And the dude literally walked up to his car and sat on it. That's a nice watch, homie. And Bud, a hothead. He's like, what's that? And then somebody who the young dudes understand, he's like, man, this is my man. And he's like, you better get him.
Yes, like, what are we doing here?
Yes. Like we live where wolves live.
Yes. And it's either be eaten.
Yeah.
No, like this ain't the same. This ain't Old Town and Garden. This 1300.
Yeah,
I'm from Old Town and Garden.
Yeah, it's 1300 North Hudson, and that's 1450 North 6. This ain't 1442, 1438.
I had my own address. I didn't have an interest. What are we doing at? I was in 405 West Blackout. What are we doing right now?
Yeah, this is not 405. This is not 408. Not 410. This is
baby
1300 and 1450. Two totally different worlds.
But
yes.
I'm not going out of town with nobody I'm gonna feel unsafe with. You got to ask yourself, maybe you got to have a checklist. Do you think this person has my back? Do you think this person will ride or die for me? Do you think that if anything happens, I'm gonna feel safe and secure? You got to figure that out before you go out of town. Or if you're gonna go out of town with somebody you barely know, bring one of your A1 day ones with you, so that way this person got my back. If I'm drunk and I'm falling out, they ain't leaving me in the club. Somebody that slipped something in my drink, you ain't be like, oh, she just doing to me. No. She got me.
Yeah.
She know. Because these people out here, just like the lady the freezer. She was the driver. Yes, she was a driver of the vehicle. Took her friends with, we're gonna say 4-5 friends with her. She took 4-5 friends with her to a hotel party. Y'all left the hotel party in her car without her, said we couldn't find her. We would be sitting there crying to break. We would not have left there without my friend. Like, y'all went home, took the car to her mom, was like, we can't find her. We don't know what she is. Obviously, she didn't leave there because her car is still here. Like, it took some people to figure it out where she was at. But ain't nowhere in the world y'all should have left her there and left in her car.
In her car.
See, y'all should have never let her go out the door as intoxicated as y'all say she was.
Exactly.
In my periphery, I'm looking for we came here with 5 friends. So if I'm at the hotel party, I came here with 5 friends. I'm checking the room every 4 hours. I'm like, okay, that's 1. There go 2, 3, 4. Right. I'm doing a head count every other Tuesday. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all seen Tracy? Because I don't see her. What's going on? I do a head count every once in a while because we don't got to sit in the same spot. But I want to make sure I got all the people that I came here with in one room and do not leave here without letting us know that I'm going to the bathroom. I'm gonna go out to this door right quick. Oh, no worries. One of us will go with you. Use the buddy system. Use that stuff you used to do in kindergarten. Use the buddy system.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, Aunt and I from the West Side, so I'm from the West Side, and my family knows Aunt. And one night Aunt was hollering at this girl named Felicia, and we were at this party. We were all in all 4 corners of the party, and we knew what time it was. This dude, he unalived someone, and now he has been unalived. But when he walked into the party, me and my 2 cousins, we met in the center of the floor. We like all 4 corners, like, hey, time to go. It wasn't even, hey, you ready? And then I said, I got to get Aunt. And Aunt was like, wait a minute. I said, no, Aunt, it's time to go. By the time me and Aunt sat in the seats of the car, we looked to the right, pow, and he was like, drive. I was like, no, we driving off regular.
Right.
I say, because we drive off fast, you might be the shooter.
Yeah.
You drive off regular, and then I had to running and jumping about the joint, and I saw the dude go down on one knee, and that's how he passed away. And I was like, he's like, man, it's crazy. I said, yeah, man, you don't drive way fast.
Yeah, exactly. Because they might think I was the one doing the shooting. They want to shoot back at me. Oh no! If anything, with this, can we go backwards?
Right. I was in the middle of the block when that happened. I don't know. I'm coming up. I just drove off, made a left in Wood Street, made a right at Living Road, and we went. He's like, man, and I was like, nah, man, we knew what was happening.
But most Black folks like that too. You see one run, we all run. You say it's time to go, it's time to go. Because I know when we used to be on the block and the Stones would be like, y'all got to go in the house at 9 o'clock. Okay, we going in the house at 9 o'clock. Our parents couldn't have got us in the house no quicker. Your mama could have came out and said, let's go in the house. You was sitting up here trying to find 30 more minutes. One of them told you, right. One of them told you go in the house. You was like, okay, it's time for us to go in the house. They gave you that look. Don't worry about it. I'm in the house. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Like when you lived over there by Newberry, right over there on Taylor and Troop. Used to be this crew over there. They used to knock on doors. Get your people.
Yeah, it's time to go.
It's time to go. Like, hey, and that's
okay.
That's the world we grew up in, and that's the world that needs to be returned. And I just don't, man. Like you said, when you told me this, I was like, you left town with your friend and left her in another country?
Like left her in another country talking about you got to get home to your kids. Bitch, we all got to get home to our kids. Couldn't have been your friend. It couldn't have been your friend. I grew up when your friends was your aunties or your kids. So you telling me this lady is good enough to be your auntie, your niece and nephews, her kids, your kids, but when you left her there. So what was you gonna tell her kids when you came back? I don't know where your mom at. she came with me. She ain't leave with me. I don't know where your mom at.
She left with me. Now she with Jesus. You know.
You call on your own. I don't even know she got no charger. Don't know where your mom at.
I had to take my charger too because
I had to come home to mass. I left for that. Now the whole family don't like you, girl. Look, I'm pray that them people made it home safe. But baby, listen, it was $500. I don't know what we need this to do to get. I don't got $500 to give her, but it seemed like we all collectively could have came up with something to get that baby home.
I said, hey, 5 people with $100, 10 people with 50, 20 people. Come on,
y'all should have went live or something. Like, people do it all day long. Here's my cash app. Please just help me and my friend get back home. I don't know. 401ks wasn't available to borrow from. Ain't no payday loans or nothing we could have got together.
Be real petty. First, nigga, send me $500 and get some coochie when I get back.
It's
gonna be some coochie to get though.
Meet me at the airport, baby.
Right. As long as I don't die, you got it. You got $10,000. But that being said, man, you just
pick me up for the airport. We ain't gotta go home. I'm giving it to you right before I
in the car at the airport because I'm glad to not die. But
baby,
these
okay,
folks,
but nothing people say. I'll see my kids in 2 days. Okay, but I'm in the city. Just know I'm in the city. Right. Mama got to take care of something right quick.
Do something strange for this change, but
but I'm home.
Hey, Christmas ain't canceled. That's that. You want them toys? Yeah. Well, there you
go. Take the chicken out.
Take the chicken out. I ain't gonna be long. With that being said, this is the end of the show, and we got to salute to our number one supporter.
That's right. Please see me. All natural hair, body products. I'm talking about off the chain. They're the best ever. You would not regret it. And they are affordable. Please hit me up. DM me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Spill, whatever it is. Just type in Trey Naturals. You'll find me. Follow me on all platforms, even YouTube. Please do. Contact me. It's nothing.
Or over $30. If you mention this podcast, you get 5% off.
You get a free item. We're going to give you a free item. Something that you get for
it. Share, tell a friend to tap in. I'm B-Trey, and together we are.
I think oftentimes we as people, Black people especially, are taught to go above and beyond all the time, and I think a lot of times we do that with our capacity. We do it in relationship. We do a lot to prove that we're loyal, that we're trustworthy, and all of that. And we'll pour until we got nothing left, and then we'll try to keep pouring. And that's not just romantic relationship, because I think the habits we build outside of romance are what we take into romantic relationships. So make sure that you're not out here pouring into folks and you ain't got nothing, bruh. Find people, find places, find habits that fill you up, bruh. And make sure you giving from people from your overflow, bruh. Don't be out here giving